Alright, back again, Luke here, and today what I wanted to do is show you guys a package that just came in. This is a package that I ordered about a month ago, and figured we could open it up and take a look at it together. Now, for some people, I'm sure there'll be many questions as to, well, Luke, why did you get that, you know? To kind of give you guys a little bit of a hint, this is from Europe. This came from, well, it came from the UK, and some of the other stuff that I have came from Germany. So, and it's PAL-related gaming stuff. Now, the main reason why I decided to go with PAL is because there are a lot of games that just didn't get released in the US, and especially, you know, in Japan as well. So I wanted to try and get my hands on some cool games here, and something that I didn't get a chance to play when I was younger, you know. So I figured we could take a look at this. There are quite a few games in here, and we'll just take these out one by one. And the first one we got here is Sega Speedball. These are all Sega Master System games, and you know, once again, these are some games that I never played, some games that I just, you know, I really wanted to give a try, you know, not specifically Speedball, you know, but the Sega Master System games, when I was younger, there was only, you know, a handful of the games that I was able to play. But slowly got changed over to the NES, and spent a lot of time on the NES. But there's that. Speedball. Oh, this is kind of cool. I didn't know this was in there. That's awesome. Yee-hee. We have Sonic 2 for the good old Master System. And this is, you know, these are games here that weren't released on the US version of the Master System, so definitely wanted to, you know, get into this. These are some, you know, pretty classic, awesome games. I know that they're the same as the Sega Game Gear, but still, you know, being able to play in your living room is pretty awesome. Here's another one. This is Lemmings, and you can see it's a little bit sun-faded, but I mean, what can you expect? These games are pretty old, you know, so I'm pretty lenient on that. It doesn't matter. These things actually, you know, a lot of people really like these. I think they're horrible for trying to put on your shelf, you know, when you're trying to stack stuff, you know, stack stuff on top. I just, but yeah. So there's that. And next one up we have is Action Fighter, which looks pretty awesome. I think I have Action Fighter, or maybe a different name, at least on the SG-1002, possibly. But there's that. Next one here, we got Transpot. A lot of these games I just don't know anything about. This looks pretty awesome, though. Kind of like the graphics on the back there. Looks nice. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these games I know absolutely nothing about. That's what makes it so exciting, is the fact that I've never played these games, so really looking forward to it. Tengen, PGA World Golf. Golfing games can sometimes be fun. Put that up there. And let's see, Bank Panic. Oh, this one. So it also looks kind of fun. I don't know, is that like a shooting kind of game? Got a little bit of a hole in the back there. I might have to try and fix that up if I can. But yeah, excellent. And yeah, these are all PAL region. So World Games, and yeah, it looks, yeah, okay, wow, they got bull riding. That's pretty cool. But nice. Next one we got is Spider-Man. And I was just really surprised at how many, you know, of the Master System games were, you know, re-released on the Sega Genesis, or, you know, released on the the Game Gear. You know, just going back and looking at some of these games that I was looking at, you know, online, going, whoa, I didn't know that came out in the Master System. Wow, you know, the Master System really had a lot of stuff. And I think that's the aspect that really drew me into it. It's like I've been collecting for a lot of different systems, and especially with the Japanese systems, I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't have a lot of, you know, Japanese stuff. And it's the same thing for me with the PAL games. I really don't have a lot, but there's another one. There's Cool Spot. This is pretty awesome. This is in actually really good shape. I played a good old Cool Spot on the Super NES, but nice. Cool Spot. And next one, Donald Duck and the Lucky Dime Caper, which is quite awesome. That's looking really, really cool as well. You know, sorry for the lack of, you know, comments here. I'm just kind of checking this stuff out while I go, because, you know, first time for me too to see this stuff. And Global Gladiators from sponsored by McDonald's. Now that has got to be somewhat rare, I'm guessing. I can't say for sure, but it's got to be somewhat of a rare game, being sponsored by McDonald's. Looks pretty awesome though. Reminds me of the McDonald's game for the Famicom. So, oh. So yeah, some awesomeness here. And let's see, the next one we got is World Soccer. So, cool stuff here. Sports titles. I'm really surprised. Now, these are a lot of different games that came as part of a bundle, and when I bought them, I could only see a couple of the games, a few of the games. So, it was nice that there were, you know, less sports titles in there than there were, you know, action platformers. I really like that. A lot of action platformers. So, and one of the ones that was in there that I really wanted to get, which I saw, was this one, Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos. And yeah, looks like it's in really, really good condition. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm a Sonic fanboy. I mean, the whole fanboy stuff is just ridiculous, because I mean, everything is so intertwined nowadays. It's just like, without your, you know, your left hand and your right hand, you know, you can't, you know, you need them both, you know, in order to sit there and, you know, play a game or something. But I think that when it comes to Sega Genesis or Sega and Nintendo and, you know, all these other, you know, companies, I mean, everything's just so interrelated. It's just, it's kind of crazy to think like, oh, you like Sega? Oh, you like Nintendo? Whatever. But yeah, I think that's the end of the games here. I think there were supposed to be 14, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, those are the 14 games. And we have this. This is the first time being able to see this thing in person. This is kind of awesome. I'm digging this. This is the old Master System 2, which I've never seen before, you know, in real, you know, real life here. But this is, apparently, this machine here can be modified for RGB and can be modified for the 50-60 Hertz switch. So hopefully I can get this thing all modded up and be able to play it on my TV here, at least with RGB. I don't know about the other one, about the other mods that can be done to it, but that would be really nice to be able to do that and play some of these games. So that's in there, and it came with a controller, so awesome there. Also came with something that I won't be able to use, unfortunately, and that is this here, the AC adapter, which, yeah, we don't got any outlets like that, unfortunately, here in Japan, but hopefully I can find an AC adapter that'll work with this. Just have to check the old voltage on it, and looks like it outputs 10 volts, 500 milliamps. Should be able to find something that'll work for that. I wonder, I'm not too sure if the NES or the Famicom one would work on this, or if it would fry it. Or, that being said, maybe the the regular Genesis one, or the Mega Drive one here. Maybe that might be enough to power it. Not sure, we'll have to take a look at it. But yeah, there's that. Here is the RF cable for it, which is kind of wild looking. So, and I think that's about it. Yep, that's it. That's all that came with it. But this was a pretty cool find here, and I'm glad I was able to find these games. One other thing that I did is I decided to go out hunting for a couple more that you know, weren't in the stack, and these are the ones I bought from Germany. And I got Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one here, which is fantastic. So that'll be able to go with, you know, Sonic, and then Sonic 2, and then Sonic Chaos, which is kind of awesome. And one of the games that I've been really wanting to play, I've hunted this thing down quite a bit, and I'm not sure exactly as far as how, you know, rare it is or what, but I was able to get a copy of this. Master of Darkness. Now, everyone knows that, you know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, that I'm a really big fan of the Castlevania games, and apparently this is a Castlevania, kind of Castlevania game for the Master System. It's one that I never got a chance to play. I think it was only released in Europe or released in the UK, and has quite an interesting story here. It's basically working your way through the streets of England and trying to rescue England from the terror of Dracula. So, but it does look very Castlevania-ish, and I guess it plays, you know, very close to Castlevania games as well. So I picked this one up. It's got a little bit of damage to it, but nonetheless, it came with the box, and the game itself is a little bit chewed up too. It came with the manual. I wasn't really expecting the game to be that chewed up, but hey, well, what can you do? So yeah, we'll hopefully be able to get this system all wired up and try to do some gaming here on the Sega Master System. But just thought I would share this with you guys here for right now. And yeah, like always, I'll put up another video here soon. So thanks for watching.